unbelievable. I mean, seriously, tonight, how many great saves, grade A chances again, you know? The rush chances they got, grade A chances, breakaways. I mean, he's unbelievable.
That said, all you just said there, like, he needed to be tonight, right?
Too many nights.
And is that something that you is it alarming to you that he is to be that way a lot?
I'm over-exaggerating. It's not that often, but it's more times than I like, you know. But tonight was what we talked about before the game. You know, they create a lot of chances. They're a good team, but again, there was some of them were chances were created by our stuff, and I didn't like the way we played in the neutral zone at all.
The first period felt really wide open, but did you think it slowed down a little bit after that?
I just thought we could have been better in a lot of areas. That's the biggest thing for me. You know, again, they were creative stuff. Their power play looked really good. Their young kids were moving the puck good, and I just think we looked flat at times, and then we looked pretty good at times. So, you know, I hate to critique a win, but I know we can be better than that. And Shesterkin was outstanding.
Do you feel like the team looks a little bit more comfortable in these low-scoring games?
Not in the bench, I don't. When I get home and watch it, I'll probably say yeah, but it didn't feel like that tonight. It wasn't the same feeling as, you know, some of the Washington game and the Pittsburgh game. Even though we lost that, it wasn't the same feeling for us tonight. And we're going to have some games like that, but I thought we could have been a lot better.
With all that being said, just the consistency that you've been getting all season from Mika and Kreider, what does that mean for the group?
No, it's huge. I mean, our top players are, you know, they score big goals for us at the right time, and sometimes when you're frustrated and a little bit and the game's not going your way, they make the big plays, and that's what they do for us.
You get a nice goal out of Phil as well.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see from him? It's 2 games back in the lineup.
Yeah, he's played well. I mean, I just want him to, like I said, I want him to play like Mika, that style of hockey. Work hard both ends, be a good player. Make yourself noticeable on the ice. That's what I want. I don't care about him scoring. He's nice when he scores, but I want to notice him on the ice. And I notice Mika almost every shift he's on the ice because he works both ends and he does all the little things.
McKay was not helping.
No, he was sick.
Well, Chris, speak to tonight's game. 3-1 win. Have to be satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to get the 2 points. A little sloppy at times. I think we shored up some of the things that we wanted to work on. Wasn't always there in the offense side of the puck for us, but there was definitely a refocusing after the last couple games on the defensive side of the puck. I thought that was certainly better tonight.
Speak to the, from an outsider's perspective, Chris, this group seems to look at next period, next shift, next period, next game. Where does that attitude come from?
I think it's the top down. I think it starts with the coaching staff, management, some of the veteran guys who've experienced success. And I mean, the young guys have certainly picked up that torch and ran with it. So I think that's become a big identity and big focal point of our team. Is, you know, regardless of how a shift or a period goes, just kind of leaving it behind you and going out and trying to do the things that'll help the team win.
Now, Chris, when you arrived on the scene, it seemed like a pretty tight group then, with a good mix of veteran and youth. Do you see any comparisons to this group?
Definitely. A lot of comparisons, especially on the back end,
right,
with the way some of the guys play. We got some real old school hockey players who are warriors. Obviously a ton of talent up front, but there's not a lot of ego on this team. I mean, there's no ego on this team. Mm-hmm. It certainly reminds me of those teams early on in my career where, you know, the focus was winning hockey games above all else, and understanding that, you know, a rising tide lifts all ships. So guys are excited to come to the rink every day, and it's been a fun environment.
Now, there's 27 games to go, and I know sometimes it seems like it'll never end, but what do you think your approach is as you head down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're satisfied with where we're at. I think regardless of whether we win or lose the hockey game, we've really thrown ourselves into the process. You know, we want to play the right way because we understand that's what's going to give us results over the course of the long term, the regular season, and ultimately, you know, playing the right way will help us in the playoffs. So.
And finally, Chris, you talk about chemistry, and you and Mika certainly have a chemistry, and I guess that's the result of as close as you are probably off the ice and on the ice, and just developing, knowing where to be when he's got the puck and different things.
And I think everyone has chemistry with Mika. I kind of got him fooled into thinking that I'm the guy he needs to play with, but no, he's an unbelievable player. Just makes plays every time he touches the puck. The way he thinks the game, throwing the amount of athleticism and the compete that he has, and the patience and the compassion, the empathy he has as a leader, and the way he approaches the game and the way he approaches his teammates. It's, I mean, we're so lucky to have him. So I mean, he makes everyone around him better, and I mean, I see him and Laugh talking all the time. Laugh's got an incredibly high hockey IQ and a great mind for the game too. So you know, it's really cool to watch those guys talk and ultimately just tell me to go to the net.
Oh, you're a pretty unbelievable player too, dude. Keep up the good work. Thanks,
Yeah.
Chris.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.